Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. What's up, squad? We are live. We are live. We are live. I hope y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me in the chat. And y'all know the drill. We're about to get started in just a moment.
Get ready, because you about to be an ATLien.
That's her being a blogger.
More than a blogger.
That's her being a blogger. You are more than a blogger.
I am more than
That's her being a blogger.
all the is my son.
Okay, this shit is
I am more than a blogger.
If the blog got it, if the blog got it, if the blog got it, Michelle is here.
Yeah.
If the blog got it, if the blog got it, if the blog got it, Michelle is here.
Yeah.
Say Autumn, this her son.
Yes.
Autumn,
It's her son. Yes.
say Autumn,
It's her son. Yes. Yes.
say Autumn, this her son.
Like for real.
All them bitches is her sons. All these bitches is her sons. What's up, squad? How y'all doing? Welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday. Listen. I know I'm a little bright. It's a little bright in here. My green screen ain't green screening right, but that's okay. We are streaming, okay? We are streaming in the middle of the day. Y'all know I'm used to nighttime streaming, so I ain't used to all this light and stuff in here. But anyway, I'm digressing. Come on in. I don't know how long this live gonna be. I promise you it is not gonna be 2 hours. However, we are gonna get into some tea, okay? But before we get into some tea, let me go ahead and welcome all my Patreons in here because they was in here early and I spilled a little tea last night, just a little bit. And I was gonna try to go live last night, but I told y'all I'm still kind of traveling. I'm still in my makeshift studio. So there's that. But shout out to my Patreons in the building for always being so supportive of me. And also, y'all see these people in the green. Some of these are my Patreon members as well. But these are our channel sponsors over here on the YouTube. Okay, YouTube and Patreon are two different things. Y'all got to know that now. So over here on YouTube, we have a thing called memberships. You can be a member too, which is AKA a channel sponsor for the low price of $1.99. You get your name in green and you'll get these little cute little emojis to use as y'all participate in my live streams as well. And if you are not subscribed, please subscribe. Hold on, it's hot in here. I got to turn on the fan. Talk amongst yourselves for about 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. My 5 seconds went a little too long, but that's okay. I'm back. I'm back. Hey y'all. Now, I only have one topic today, and one topic only. It's about Porsha Williams Guobadia, and her husband, Simon Guobadia. They are in the news. It's gonna be, listen, I'm sure it's gonna be all over the place because some court documents have been leaked from January of 2024. Simon Guobadia and the U.S. Immigration Service are in dispute about whether or not he should be a citizen. Whew, it's just a mess. But come on in. Hey, Ben Dworthy, what's up, friend? But before I get started, I'm gonna give y'all time to get in here. Y'all know, Porsha announced her return to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Y'all know she had on her little yellow suit, and she was like, Porsha Williams returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Y'all remember she said that? She's like, no, but Porsha Guobadia will be in the building. Well, Porsha Guobadia's husband, honey, has a lot going on in these courts. And I'm sure that Bravo Andy is tickled pink in his pink drawers sitting over there. I can't wait Because Porsha is coming with that heat. Exactly. And Simon ain't even his name, child. The audio ain't good. Y'all can't hear me. Oh Lord, y'all can't hear me. Hold on, let me try to fix it. Hold on, let me see if I can do this. Oh, this is too much. Hold on, let me see what audio I need to use. Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh, it's on that audio. Hold on, let me put it on the default. What is mine?
That can y'all hear me now? Is that better? Put 1 in the chat if that is better. Put 2 if you like the first one. Put 1 if you like that better. For some reason, my audio keeps switching amongst all these different devices I have over here. I have Bluetooth connected, and it keeps connecting to the Bluetooth, and now it's back. It's back on the computer. Okay, good. We in like Flint. Okay, y'all know Porsha announced the other day that she was returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Also, there was this great article in Variety of Porsha and all the things that she is bringing back to Bravo. Look, Porsha got her a good old contract after Kandi got fired. Porsha got her peach back. Porsha got some unscripted shows or scripted shows coming to Peacock and NBC Universal. Porsha got it all. Now, I'm just trying to figure out why now, Porsha? What had happened, Porsha? First, it was like Porsha did not want to come back because she did not want to address the girls, aka Kandi and Kenya, as a team about her relationship with Simon Guobadia. And then as soon as Kandi got kicked to the curb, Porsha was like, I'm back. Pay me what you want. Pay me what you owe me. Now, before we get into this lawsuit, I want you to listen what Bravo Andy had to say about the Guobadias. Hold on, let me put Porsha. Look, there go Porsha and Simon. Hold on, let's listen to what Andy had to say about the Guobadias coming back, and we're gonna talk about why he's so happy in just a second. Like this video as y'all get in here, please, and thank you. And before hold on, here we go. Y'all know copyright disclaimer in Section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowance is made for what? Fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. What are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Y'all know the drill. We are researching. Hold on. Here's what Andy said.
Guobadia is coming back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm so excited about this.
She left.
Y'all know that Porsha has had such an incredible journey on the Housewives of Atlanta. And when she left the show, it was great because she left. She was about to be married and start a new life. And she's got PJ and she's got her man. And so it was cool that she left, took some time for herself. She's done so much.
She's done so much. She took time to herself. It is such a wonderful thing that Porsha now has built a life that we can now be entertained by. Andy is happy. Andy has sees his cash cow is coming back because Kandi bored us to tears. But it's not about her. Hold on, we're gonna finish.
She's accomplished so much. She comes back to us a more evolved Porsha, but yet the Porsha that we all love. She's so funny. She's such a bright light, and I'm just thrilled that she's back. And I said last week on the show that we've got wonderful casting. We've got some amazing new gals. And this is going to I'm feeling very.
I don't like the way he called people gals. Is it me or what? We got some amazing new gals. Gals? That sounds like, don't even get me started. That sounds like the Colonel Sanders. Look at them gals over there. We got some amazing gals coming to join us, but I'm digressing. Let's finish.
Very positive about the new season of Atlanta. So just stand by and you will hear more. I will say there's a lot of rumors out there that are not true about what's to come. And you'll hear more when there's something to be said. But we're so excited and we've kind of been doing a dance. And when I remember speaking to Porsha when she left the show, and I was like, can we please say this is a pause? Can you just say it for me, just so I can feel better?
The shade is he didn't say it was a pause for Candy. He said, thank you for your service. Thank you for your service, Miss Burris. But Porsha, he has admitted, he said, can we please say it's a pause? Can we please say you coming back? Ooh, the tea is brewing. Hold on.
She was like, okay. And she was kind of humoring me. And I was like, okay, well, I hope this is a pause. I wasn't totally sure. I remember speaking to her several months ago at the gym, and it's been a dance, and I'm so glad that she came back, and she's got a bright future on Bravo, and you're going to be seeing a lot more of her on all the NBCU networks. So welcome back, Porsha.
He said on all the NBCU networks, on all of them, Porsha is about to get a big check. Okay. Just as Variety said, Porsha is coming back. She said, about her marriage, she just wanted as much time as possible. And with me in the past dealing with mental health, I knew I needed to be as healthy mentally as I could be. No drama, just in a happy place. Now, here, listen, it's just a lot. But anyway, Porsha is a multi-hyphenate. We are fortunate to collaborate and type into her creativity and passion through this partnership. This is coming from the executive vice president of unscripted content, lifestyle, and documentaries at NBC Universal. Our audience has supported and admired Porsha, so she authentically, hilariously, and vulnerably shared her life over the years, and we couldn't be more excited to welcome her back to the family. So Porsha gonna be acting, singing, variety shows. I don't know, but Porsha is doing more than the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, here is where the tea comes in at. Where is Simon gonna be? Is Simon coming back with Porsha? Are we gonna see Simon get locked up? What is gonna happen? Because now these documents have been released that show that Simon has been in contact with the Immigration and Naturalization Service of the United States of America, trying to get his citizenship in order. And I believe he was trying to do that prior to, being on TV or being in the public eye. They was like, let's sit out a year. Let's sit out a year and get my paperwork in order. Now, Simon, hold on. We're going to look at some of these documents because, I deal in documents around here, honey. We just going to dive right in. Like this video as y'all come in here. Please, it's 1,200 of y'all in here. Happy Sunday, friends and family. Hold on. Look at this. Oh, we got a lot to talk about. Hold on. Let me see where I want to put myself. I want to be at the top. Simon Guobadia, okay, in the United States District Court of Georgia. We is doing research. This document was filed January 2024. This was just about a little bit over a month ago. They are Simon's citizenship is in jeopardy. Well, he don't have no citizenship because apparently, according to these documents, Simon been lying for the past 30 years. Simon got deported not once, not twice, but 3 times. And then he came back the 3rd time with a whole new identity. Whew. Y'all think I'm lying? We about to read it. Okay, we're going to read it. Okay. So this particular response, this is a response from the judge to Simon's motion to dismiss, because Simon filed a motion to dismiss because he wanted, the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services to dismiss his case because he's saying that, they weren't treating him right and he's been in the country for 30 years, with no issues. Well, the U.S. Immigration Service said, no, Mr. Guobadia, whatever that, if that's your real name, not so fast. So here is the background of the case. The case arises out of petitioner's application for U.S. citizenship and naturalization. They denied petitioner's application on July 27, 2022. Okay, this is recent. Petitioner requested a hearing on this decision, and the denial was reaffirmed. That means they said, okay, no, you want us to overturn it, but no, we is reaffirming this because we got some more receipts that say you don't need to be in this country. The court derives the following facts from the complaint. Now, Simon, aka the petitioner, is a Nigerian citizen. He first entered into the United States on August 11, 1982. Okay, they got the documents now. I'm not going to show you the receipts, but they got them. He overstayed his visitor visa, and in 1995, immigration denied his application to adjust that status. He was declared deportable and voluntarily deported from the United States in December 28th, 1985. So Simon got a long history with this. Like he said, okay, I'll just leave. Y'all ain't gotta ship me out. I'm just gonna leave. Okay. He then re-entered the United States in June 1986, but he overstayed his 6-month visa, and in September 1987, Simon was arrested for bank and credit card fraud and pled guilty to a felony. Oh Lord, all my friends in Atlanta scammers, the credit cards and the scammers. What is going on? Not credit card. Oh Lord. Simon, what happened? I don't understand. Listen, I guess I'm gonna have to apologize to Tisa Tales and Sunday Omni because they've been dragging Simon for years now. And I was like, I know Simon, he's a nice man. I've been in the club with Simon. Simon, my friend. Simon buys me drinks. But apparently I didn't know Simon before the 30 years. I just been knowing him the 30 years he been living a clean and wholesome life. Allegedly. Oh my God, this is bad. This is real bad. Petitioner was arrested for bank and credit card fraud and pled guilty to the felony. He was arrested in January 1989 for unauthorized use of a vehicle, and again in 1990 for fraud. So the immigration people saying, listen, we got all your records, all your criminal activity, everything we know. Like you saying you've been a positive citizen for 30 years, but you got arrested for this, that, and the third. But wait, there's more, because apparently he wasn't Simon back then. He was somebody else. So after that, the agency began removal proceedings. Okay. In January 1991, Simon, if that's his real name, committed another felony offense, credit card fraud. In April 1991, an immigration judge held a hearing and ordered Simon to be deported. On March 4th, 1992, he was deported and physically removed from the United States. Oh, child. Is this Teresa Goodies, whatever her name is, and her husband all over again? Now Simon gonna be back in Nigeria, and Porsha is gonna be here in the United States. Who gonna have all the money? Who gonna take care of all the mansions in Atlanta? What's gonna happen if they make Simon leave? We don't know. Has he left already? We ain't seen him in a while. What's going on? Is that why Porsha is back? Okay, let's finish reading. Before his March 1992 removal, however, on October 24th, 1988, petitioner used a different identity to seek temporary resident status under the Special Agricultural Worker Program. He also did not include his criminal history on his application. When his application was approved with the misrepresentations and omissions, he was given a registration card as a temporary resident on July 25th, 1991. So Simon changed his name, came back, got a temporary work visa, stayed, and was approved for his temporary resident. Now, as part of those immigration benefits, Simon's temporary resident status was automatically converted to permanent resident status following a waiting period. Petitioner received his permanent residency card, April 27, 1992. 26 days after he had been deported under his other undisclosed identity. Lord Jesus, what is Simon's real name? And Porsha got his name tattooed behind her ear. Is that his name that she got, or is that the donkey from Winnie the Pooh? It says Iore on behind Porsha's ear, which is allegedly Simon's middle name, but we don't even know that now. Oh, child, Porsha is the fifth wife. Simon said, change my name. Simon said, so he did it. Simon said, listen. You know, y'all be clearing them whole faxes. Okay, y'all listen. If y'all can erase y'all wholeness, I can really erase my credit card fraud. Okay. So how old is he really? Child, I don't know. What is gonna happen? But wait. Let's finish reading. Okay. On December 22nd, 2016, petitioner applied for naturalization under his second identity and was denied because his temporary resident status was unlawfully granted. So the immigration people said, we know who you are. You know, they take fingerprints and stuff. So you can change your name, but you can't change your fingerprints. But I'm digressing. On December 31st, 2020, right after the Panini, petitioner filed another application for naturalization. It looks like Simon was trying to get his ducks in a row. Okay. He was like, listen, Porsha, after the Panini, when they got together and they was traveling all over the world, when he left Fallon after she got pregnant, he was like, I got to get this stuff together. If I want to be famous and on TV, I can't be a fugitive. So following the interview with Simon, the U.S. Immigration Service again denied his naturalization application. They explained that he was ineligible because he had not been lawfully admitted as a permanent resident. So how are you coming to the court filing all these documents and you know you using a fake name? Lord, is she really married? And if she is really married, did she marry the real man? Did she marry the fake man? I don't know what's going on. Bravo is the feds. Somebody got him. Fallon probably did it. Was it Jalen and Fallon that called the immigration people? What had happened? We don't know. Y'all said the marriage ain't real either, but did she go over to Nigeria and get married too? Maybe she married the real Simon and not the fake one. We don't know what's going on. We just reading the documents, okay? Moving on, it says his temporary resident status achieved through the program and benefits have been based on a different identity, disqualifying criminal inadmissibility that was willfully concealed. Remember, he got to put it on the paper that, you know, in addition to him using a fake name or changing his name or whatever it is he allegedly did, that he forgot to put on that he had been arrested twice or three times for credit card fraud, and he forgot to put that he had been deported before in the past. On October 24th, 2022, this was just a few years ago, petitioner requested a hearing on this decision, and the Immigration Service reaffirmed the denial of his naturalization application on November 15th, 2022. On March 13th, 2023, petitioner filed an instant complaint in this court and asked the court to vacate the denial and remand with instructions to grant the petitioner's application. I'm like, did Simon know somebody in the courthouse? Did he know the judge? Like the audacity to say, I'm using fake names, but I'm going to go over here to this court and ask this judge who's in a higher court to tell them over there that they need to overturn that decision and make me a citizen immediately. Immediately give me my paperwork, okay? 13 pages, okay? 13 whole pages. Shout out to the mods in the chat. You said Candy and Todd ate that up because she fired. You think it's Candy? Well, they say Candy called No, it wasn't Candy. It was Phaedra who called the health inspector on Candy. But anyway, I'm digressing. You said, was it Candy? Why now is this coming out? Porsha has been on other shows and we didn't hear about this. Now Candy gone and Porsha returning and this is coming out. Ooh, ooh, ooh. But where is his immigration lawyer? He needs a lawyer. There's lots of lawyers from Nigeria in the United States. What's up? I'm sure his lawyer is the one who's filing all this paperwork, but it's being filed on his behalf. Okay. You said it was filing. Child, let me finish reading. Okay. On March 13th. Okay, let me go back. Now, the legal standard. We're going through all the documents. We're on document 5 right now. Like this video, please, and thank you. And if you are not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Once you are subscribed, you can participate in this good old chat. Now, it says a respondent may move to dismiss a complaint for failure to state a claim upon which relief may be granted. When considering a Rule 12b6 motion to dismiss, the court accepts the factual allegations made in the complaint as true. So there, listen, they putting, the legal mumbo jumbo in here and basically saying that, sometimes it can be overturned if you omit stuff. However, we ain't doing it this time. It says a complaint must contain either direct or inferential allegations respecting all the material elements, blah, 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 blah. A district court can generally consider exhibits attached to a complaint in a ruling on a motion to dismiss. If the complaint's allegations conflict with the attached exhibit, the exhibit controls. Okay, so apparently Simon's paperwork and the exhibit are clashing. They're at odds, and so they're putting different legal cases in here to explain why exactly they are turning it down. Okay, you said, let me tell you this, Kenya is going to have a field day with Porsha. Just wait and see. Porsha may try and go back and get Dennis after this. Child, it is too much. It is. What's going to happen? Now, let's see what the analysis is. Petitioner's complaint asks the court to vacate the immigration decision denying his naturalization application and remand with instructions to grant his application. Okay, this document, blah, 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 moved to dismiss petitioner's complaint because he has failed to assert a basis to the court to grant his application. Briefing on immigration's motion to dismiss is complete, and thus the court must determine if Simon, the petitioner, has stated a claim that his naturalization application should be granted based on the information in his complaint. As is relevant for Simon's case for immigration to grant a naturalization application, the applicant must be lawfully admitted to the United States as a permanent resident. They done already found that Simon had been deported twice and came back under a different name after being arrested for credit card fraud twice. So they've already asserted that, you're not even legally in this country. OMG, this is good. Bravo, why you weren't filming the court case? Bravo just dropping all the balls, honey. We just don't know what's going to happen this season. Hold on, let me finish. It is the applicant's burden of proof to show that his entry to the United States was lawful. More specifically, the applicant, i.e. Simon, must have been a lawful permanent resident for at least 5 years, reside in the United States continuously between his naturalization application and admission to citizenship, and here is the clincher, be a, quote, person of good moral character attached to the principles of the Constitution of the United States and well disposed to the good order and the happiness of the United States. Now, they already found that he got deported after credit card fraud. He got arrested for illegally operating a vehicle. He got arrested again for some sort of fraud. So I don't know what's going to happen. It's just a mess, isn't it, John? You said either he got good results and they gonna use it for a storyline, or his butt getting deported and the government do not play about citizenship. Well, we gonna find out. So basically, These are documents showing why he was denied immigration citizenship status. Exactly, Paula. He was denied. He filed a motion to dismiss the denial. He went to a higher court to request that court order the immigration service to reverse their denial. And now the higher court is basically saying, here's why we're not going to reverse it. And it's because of your aliases, because of your past legal history, and because you're in the United States pretty much illegally because you're in the United States under another name. Whoo, child. You said, wait, you telling me Porsha married him for a green card right in our face? But if Porsha married him for a green card, did Fallon marry him for a green card? I mean, he's been married several times before, so I don't know if it was for a green card. I think Porsha married him for the money, honey. I don't know. It is interesting that someone held on to this information on Simon until Porsha announced her return to Housewives. Somebody mad. Somebody mad. Well, I mean, this actually happened January. What's the date? January 11th, 2024. So it wasn't too long ago. I don't know if somebody's mad or if people just weren't paying attention, but it's out now. Let's finish. Okay. Here, immigration denied Simon's application because he failed to show that he was a lawful permanent resident. Simon's permanent resident status arose from his application for agricultural worker, whatever, immigration benefits in 1992. Y'all remember in 1992, he was deported for credit card fraud. Then he came back. Petitioner first achieved temporary resident status, which was automatically converted to permanent resident status after the relevant waiting period. The factual record, however, shows that petitioner's application had been based on a number of misrepresentations and concealments by petitioner, aka Simon. Specifically, Simon applied for those benefits under a different identity, misrepresented his marital status. Oh, does that mean he was married and didn't tell? Or was he not married and then got married? I don't know. 3, improperly answered no to the question of whether he had any prior arrests or convictions. Ooh. 4, incorrectly answered no to the question about whether there was any factual basis that made his inadmissible under section USC 1182, given his criminal history. And 5, misstated the date of his last entry into the United States. So Simon just been slithering back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and was lying and not putting the right stuff on the paperwork. Y'all know people be thinking the government don't be paying attention, then it come out 10 years later. Okay. You said I should write a blog about this. I might. You said this was going down in the 90s. Exactly. All this was happening 87, 85, 92. And here we are. Listen, it's been 30 years. Simon has been living here without no problems. And now he really wants to get, his documents in order. And the U.S. Immigration Service said, we got all this stuff, on file. Now, we didn't deport your ass, okay? But clearly we can. So I don't know if they're going to get ready to deport him again. I don't know if Simon got to prove his real name is Simon. I don't know what's going to happen, but these documents are saying that he's been denied not once, but twice. Yo-Yo said Porsha and Simon will be living in the Underground Railroad, not the Underground Railroad. I don't know. If Bravo thought so much of Candy, they would have made it work. Funny how now, when she's back on RHOA, this comes back. Next stop, Simon on the 90-Day Fiance. Y'all are funny. Okay, let's see. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it, Yo-Yo. Nobody but Candy turned that in. Y'all think Candy turned it in? If Candy submitted these documents to the world, put a 1 in the chat if you think it was Candy and Todd, because Candy's salty for getting fired. Put a 5 in the chat if you think it was Fallon. Put a 8 in the chat if you just think it was time for Simon to be exposed. I don't know. Oh, y'all said it was Candy? Ooh. Y'all don't think it was Fallon? Ooh, okay. Oh, okay. You think, okay. Vail said it was just time. It was just time. The time was right. The time was right. Y'all know y'all cheat on y'all taxes, when y'all cheat on them government documents, when y'all cheat on them PPP loans. You might have got away for now, but it's gonna come out eventually. I'm just letting you know it's gonna come out eventually. The government ain't playing with y'all. Okay, they ain't got nothing but time. Anyway, thank y'all. I think Candy might have won that poll. I think Candy might have won. You said, can't Porsha petition for him? I don't know. We shall see. Let's see. Where was I? Okay. In this lawsuit requiring the court's de novo review of immigration's decision. I am not a lawyer. I'm just reading it. So please ignore my ignorance in in the legal terms. Petitioner importantly does not dispute these factual findings. Now, how is it that Simon has filed the documents over and over again to appeal the situation and is not disputing the fact that he has been arrested several times for fraud? He did not dispute the fact that he had a different identity. He did not dispute the fact that he'd been deported more than once before. He did not dispute the fact that he is living in the United States under another alias. He did not dispute any of those things. He does not contend that either immigration's account of his testimony or the government records were incorrect. Instead, Simon contends that the immigration service, quote unquote, misrepresented the significance of the misrepresentations of Simon's petition. The court treats the complaints, allegations, and its attachments, which include the immigration's decisions, accordingly. So Simon's attorney, or Simon, or whoever filed this on Simon's behalf, may have dropped the ball, because basically they saying it ain't important. It ain't important that he was here. He's here. He changed his name and he's living here under another name. He's been here for 30 years. He has not committed any crimes for 30 years. While y'all holding him to his past, he has moved on. He is a successful businessman. It don't matter if he was deported 3 times. He here now. He has a family. He has kids. He's been married several times. He has several successful businesses. He probably been paying taxes. He's been spending into the economy. Y'all can't kick me out. That's what he's saying. You said publicity for the show by Andy. This is a real court document, friend. It was filed January 11th. See this, the case number and the document stamped and filed January 11th. Okay, let's continue. Indeed, until the petitioner, aka Simon's naturalization application, no immigration official has contended that he was anything but a personally lawful granted permanent resident status. Petitioner Simon then argues that he should not be made to bear the burden of the government's mistake. Simon said, y'all dropped the ball, child. I've been here 30 years. How dare you try to deport me? How dare you try to deport me now when the immigration service ain't deported me in 30 years? It don't matter if it was some fraudulent stuff on my application 30 years ago. That was 30 years ago. How dare you? And I'm with Simon. How y'all gonna come back 30 years later? I thought I got away. Okay. Oh, this is a mess. You said after 30 years, he may be granted citizenship. I hope so. Listen, who knows? We don't know. We shall see. He also argues that, quote, the appropriate remedy for the issues regarding his application would have been to terminate his temporary resident status, and he should not be denied naturalization now. So he's saying, okay, you should give me my citizenship, but just terminate that and we can just start over with the real stuff. Okay. It said immigration had been afforded ample opportunity to revoke or terminate his temporary resident status, and having declined to do so, it lawfully admitted petitioner to permanent resident status. The service may not raise its own lack of action as a ground to deny Simon's citizenship. Now the court is saying something else. The court finds Simon's arguments to be unpersuasive. Okay, they are not persuaded by this argument. The court is saying that don't matter. Preliminarily, the court rejects the suggestion that immigration is at fault for not discovering Simon's own misrepresentations and omissions. So you blaming us because you lied, is what they said. Don't be blaming us because you lied on your application. Simon, in essence, asked the court to allow immigration's previous treatment of his immigration status to ratify his unlawfully obtained permanent resident. So basically, you said that I was lawfully here. So you need to just go ahead and abide by that. The court refuses to do so. To be sure, it is petitioner Simon who unquestionably holds the statutorily imposed burden of proof to show his eligibility for naturalization. So, the court saying it's your fault, Simon. You should have told us the truth. Well, how you gonna blame us? It's not our fault you lied, and it's not our fault we found out 30 years later. Now that we know, we telling you we not gonna prove it. Now what? Ooh, you said I live in a border state and they are not playing with him. Ooh, Simon had been fighting that since he was married to Fallon. Oh, did I really catch a lot? Yes, you did, Christina. We are live, honey. We was reading these court documents. Now, it also says the court does not find that this burden is carried merely based on the agency's erroneous treatment of petitioner status following his own misrepresentations and concealment. So, they got it wrong. The agency dropped the ball, but he still lied. Moreover, Simon lacks any legal support for his argument that as an operation of law, he achieved lawful permanent resident status by the agency by not previously having corrected his status, which, again, was only granted given his own misrepresentations. The only reason you got it was because you lied, Simon. The only reason you got it is because you was using a fake name, Simon. If that's your real name, that's what the court document saying. And I like Simon. I'm serious. Simon bought me drinks. I like free drinks. Anyway, to the contrary, legal authorities suggest that achieving permanent residence through an unlawful means is a basis for denying naturalization. So it's already written. They already got a statute, a court case in here that has been tried. And so basically saying that, you lied, so we can't give it to you if you got your permanent citizenship through illegal means. So how can you continue this application? Yes, the blog goddess is on page 10. We getting through it, honey. We is getting through it. You said, I hope Porsha doesn't spend all her money on an attorney. What, Simon got his own money, don't he? If not, he got some credit cards, I'm sure, in all the different. He got credit cards in his aliases. Okay, this is a good storyline. Okay, don't deport him. We need to see this on the show. I'm gonna watch. Let's finish. Where was I? Okay. Let me continue. Thus, the court rejects petitioner, aka Simon's argument that he in fact is a lawful permanent resident based on his previous application. Petitioner being Simon, also argues that statements in his previous application, whether fraudulent or not, cannot be used against him to deny immigration benefits because of statutory confidentiality protections afforded to those applications. Now, it's been 30 years. Simon's saying it's been 30 years. You cannot hold this against me. You cannot. It's been 30 years. I've been living legally for 30 years. How can you bring this up now? I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. The court concludes petitioner's argument misses the mark. They turned him down. Immigration did not deny Simon's naturalization application based on protected information in his previous application. Immigration denied his application based on its own investigation during Simon's naturalization process. They investigate, they get fingerprints and everything. So when they pull your fingerprints and see your name was Dan back in 82 or Reginald back in 92, and now your name is Simon, and you posted several different applications, you applied as Reginald and got deported. They know. I don't understand. Not only does this investigation provide an independent source for investigation outside of the SAW application itself, but federal regulations allow for using prior immigration records in the process of assessing a naturalization application. So they done pull all the applications with all the different names, and they have compared them all, and they have found inaccuracies in all of them. And now they're saying that we cannot approve your citizenship because you was in here illegally from the get-go. Simon gonna learn today that you can't mess with the government, okay? Simon, go and get your criminal history wiped out. Okay, you got enough money, Simon, go pay to do that. He was stupid for being all up on the TV. He was supposed to lay low. You better lay low. Okay, he had been laying low all these years. I don't know. Porsha put that voodoo on him, and now he's done. Okay, let me finish. Where was I? Not only does the I think I did that one. Information contained in granted files may be used by the service at a later date to make a decision. So basically, they can look at all your previous documents and see that there was inaccuracies. Hence, immigration's decision did not improperly implicate any confidential information protected under the statute, and the information contained in the SAW application can be used instantly to assess if Simon states a claim for naturalization. Now, based on Simon's complaint and the attachments, the court concludes that A, Simon's permanent residency for purposes of his naturalization application depends on his permanent residency status achieved from his SAW benefits. B, Simon achieved his benefits through misrepresentations and omissions, aka he lied regarding his identity, criminal history, and other personal characteristics. And C, petitioner's permanent residency status is not lawful for purposes of granting his application for naturalization. Now, without lawful permanent residency status, Simon's complaint fails to state a claim that he meets the eligibility requirements. Ooh, child. Conclusion. Oh, wait. No person shall be naturalized unless he has been lawfully admitted to the United States. Simon is allegedly not in the United States lawfully, at least not of his original name. Now, conclusion, for the foregoing reason, the court is siding with immigration. And immigration's motion to dismiss, and they dismissed Simon's documents. So listen, that's that. I don't know what's gonna happen, but we shall see. Okay, it's a whole movie. Simon's like, catch me if you can. Simon been married several times. He got several different families. Oh, child, this is good. He said, it's Candy and Todd the Popo. I don't know. He said, what is his real name? I guess for privacy purposes, they didn't include that in the documents. Y'all gonna have to do y'all own research for that. I ain't looking it up. But anyway, it like, what's gonna happen? Are y'all shocked that Simon got all this stuff pending and it was just going on less than 30 days ago, a little bit over 30 days ago, he was in court? Are y'all shocked that Porsha is coming back in the midst of all this drama? Like, what is going to happen? I've been thinking, said, if he lied to the government, what has he kept from Porsha? I don't know. Well, this was a little quick and live. Okay, this was a little quick and live. I might come back later tonight. I might not. I don't know. But like this video, please, and thank you. And if you are not subscribed, please subscribe. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section about Simon's sordid history. We had no idea that he had all these felonies on his record. We had no idea that he used to be a credit card scammer. We had no idea that he had at least 3 or 4 different aliases in the past. We had no idea that he's been deported 2 or 3 times in the past. We had no idea that he wasn't even a citizen. Damn. Anyway, like this video. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you guys in the next video. Good night, squad.